Hey, namaste, fellow truth seekers, and welcome to lesson 2 of Sovereign Body. Today, we enter into the deepest layer of embodiment, one where emotions, elemental forces, chakras, and subtle body intelligence weave together to form one layer of the architecture of your consciousness, the basis of sovereignty. This lesson is about the foundational process of bringing your entire system fully online, from the physical body to the subtle body to the causal body, so that the life force within you expresses as clarity, truth, creativity, and ultimately Swatantriya Shakti, the power to self-govern fully in the most sustainable way. At the heart of this lies a single revelation. Emotions are elemental forces, not personal flaws. And when you know how to transmute emotion into bhavana and bhavana into rasa, you gain access to the deepest mastery of your inner world. Let's begin together. Emotions as elemental forces are called Pancha Mahabhutas, the 5 great elements. In Rasa Yoga and in classical Sankhya, we understand that emotions are simply nature moving through you. You are feeling your potential, your power, your nature. Heat appears as anger, movement appears as fear, flow appears as grief, density appears as shame, clarity appears as courage, curiosity, and joy. These are elemental currents, earth, water, fire, air, and ether, expressing themselves as inner experience. When we stop personalizing what arises and start recognizing the element underneath it, emotional mastery becomes not only possible, it becomes natural, because this is your power. So let's look a little bit deeper. As we look toward fire, anger, this is also tejas. Anger is clarity, trying to break through confusion. It is the spark that says something needs to change. Sovereign causal perspective of this is, I direct fire. Fire does not direct me. When fire is mastered, it becomes transformation, not destruction. Fear is the element of air and also the force of vayu. Fear is scattered prana. It is your system losing center and searching for ground. The sovereign causal perspective is, I anchor the air element with presence. I get into the now moment, into the center of life. Fear becomes discernment when it's digested and assimilated. Grief is of the water nature, jala. Grief descends and flows. It dissolves what is no longer true. The sovereign causal perspective is, I allow the waters to move without drowning. I am carried. Grief becomes compassion when it's held consciously. Shame is the earth element and water. Shame collapses the system inward. It is density pulling you into self-contraction. It is stuckness. The sovereign causal perspective is, I reclaim gravity as my grounding. It is my power, not punishment. When transmuted, shame becomes humility, magnetism, your very charismatic presence, and it is also integrity. Love and truth are clarity. They are refined water, pure, elegant flow, pure water, transparent, resonant, and unifying. The sovereign perspective is, I expand without losing myself. I love freely with no residue. Love becomes coherence, resonance, and the natural expression of the heart. When we recognize these elemental forces, emotion stops being an enemy and becomes a teacher of your inner landscape. Truly the awakening of the inner guru. But this is only the beginning. From emotion, energy in motion, and the byproduct of thought, we have access to chakra harmonization. Each emotion activates a chakra because each chakra is an elemental gateway. Emotion is the raw material. The chakra is the processing center. Sovereignty is the harmonious functioning of both and the harmonious functioning within all chakras. Let's now walk through the 5 fundamental foundational centers as they relate to emotional alchemy. Rasa Yoga, the root, Muladhara, earth. This is where the emotions of shame, collapse, and insecurity can come about. The purpose is security, boundaries, and belonging. When earth is restored, shame becomes gravity and dignity. The sovereignty mantra is safety comes from within me. Swadhisthana, the sacral water chakra. The emotion is grief, longing, desire, and relational emotion. The purpose is creativity, sensuality, and healthy attachment. When water is sovereign, emotion flows without us feeling like we're drowning. The sovereignty mantra is my desire is clean, free of distortion and residue. In the solar plexus, Manipura, our fire. The emotion is anger, frustration. The purpose is experience and identity. When fire is refined, anger becomes clarity and right action. The sovereign mantra is I metabolize experience instead of reacting to it. Now, air, Anahata, the heart. The emotion is fear, openness, and vulnerability. The purpose, compassion, intelligence, vision. When air harmonizes, fear becomes discernment and relational integrity. The sovereignty mantra, I open without collapse. Ether, Vishuddha, the throat. The emotion, truth, repression, and expression. The purpose is our voice, resonance, and alignment. When ether is empowered, truth emerges. The sovereignty mantra, my truth is expressed with coherence. How emotion is the stuff of alchemy. As we arrive at the heart of this lesson, emotion becomes bhavana, alchemizes to rasa, rasa becomes our swatantriya shakti. This is the full expression of sovereign emotional mastery. Let's break it down. Emotions expression begins in the physical body as a byproduct of thought, the realm of Annamaya Kosha. This is gross expression. This is the gross realm of awareness. Can feel like heat, tightness, movement, heaviness, or expansion. The body speaks the truth before the mind interprets it. When we stay with sensation, not story, emotion becomes raw data, not our destiny. Next, emotions expression then moves into the subtle body of awareness, that realm of consciousness of pranamaya and manamaya kosha. Here, the gunas, sattva, wave-like movement, rajas, and tamas begin to shape the emotional tone and can determine our success within piercing the veils of illusion that lie at the edge of each realm of awareness. Tamas pulls emotion downward, can create collapse, stuckness, shame. Rajas can agitate it and also move it, can create overwhelm and impulsivity. Sattva unifies it to understanding, acceptance, and insight. Our work is to guide the system towards sattva so emotion can be worked with skillfully. Emotion transmutes into bhavana, the feeling tone, which, look at it this way, feeling is our frequency. This is the alchemical step. Bhavana is no longer emotion. It is the essence, the frequency of our being. It is a purified quality. For example, anger, fire, courage. Fear, air, alert, presence. Grief, water, compassion. Shame, earth, water, integrity. Love, water, resonance. Those are just a few examples. Bhavana is the frequency you hold. It is where sovereignty becomes felt. Bhavana refines into rasa, essence, plasma, and taste. This is the deepest layer of emotional mastery. In Rasa Yoga, rasa is the plasma of our physical body, our building blocks of health and manifestation. The nectar of the mind and the taste or flavor of your inner world. It is the fluid intelligence that shapes presence and expression, the fuel for Swatantriya Shakti. Rasa is the ocean of emotion transformed into the nectar of consciousness. This begins to awaken our true sovereign sexuality within the body. It is the subtle, powerful, and deeply creative aspect of our being. Where emotion is reactive, bhavana is relational. Rasa is the generative nature of our being. It is the building block of your creative life force, the ultimate biohack. It is your true identity, your leadership, your dharma, your sovereign expression. When rasa is coherent, Swatantriya Shakti flows unobstructed. Then rasa expresses through the causal body, Vijnanamaya and Anandamaya kosha of awareness. This is where emotion becomes our wisdom and wisdom becomes choice. This is where we shape our destiny. The causal body is the subtle blueprint, the place where samskaras dissolve and your sovereignty becomes the architect of your destiny. When rasa is regulated and refined, the causal body becomes spacious, luminous, and free. This is the emotional freedom at its deepest level. Now we must look toward our capacity to create energetic hygiene, maintaining your sovereign field. Because emotion is elemental and rasa is fluid, your energetic field must be cared for just as intentionally as your physical body. Energetic hygiene and that sadhana includes breath work that reorganizes prana. It also shapes prana. Postures are asanas that restore alignment and working with breath-aligned movement. Sound and conscious sound open stagnant channels. And then orientation of the mind into present time. And sankalpa to set the directional frequency within your field. This is how you maintain a sovereign system, one that is not entangled, drained, or hijacked. Sovereign emotional mastery. To master emotion, we must recognize the element and guna. Next, allow the emotion to move. Then the capacity to guide into bhavana. And then to refine bhavana, our frequency, into rasa. To take action from clarity, not reacting. And then finally, to choose sovereignty, not survival. This is emotional alchemy. This is Rasa Yoga. This is sovereign embodiment. This is what enlivens the Shaktis of manifesting and the power of abundance that is meant to be expressed in and through each of us. This is our true destiny. And all of this bridges us into our next module of sovereign sexuality. As you regulate emotion and refine rasa, the sacred nectar, your life force begins to awaken. And in the next module, we begin to look at the Panchamahabhutas, and as they express in sovereign sexuality as ojas, the essence, the juice of our vitality, tejas, the brilliance of perception, and prana, the movement of life. When the emotional body is sovereign, these forces rise clean, powerful, and aligned. This is where desire becomes sacred, creativity becomes channeled, and sexuality becomes a refined expression of truth, not distortion. Thank you, beautifuls. May your emotions become your greatest teachers. Your bhavana is as your frequency, your rasa, your nectar, and your sovereignty, the flame through which God can express itself fully as you. Thank you, with deepest appreciation to each and every one of you on this sovereign journey. This is not a hierarchical experience. This is all of us moving on a sacred journey together. I am graced by your presence in any way that you show up in my life. Anugrihi Tasmi.